Hey everyone, welcome back to Fate Stay Night Remastered with Jurgen Jays. This is my third one today. Yeah. m- I don't remember if in the first two that I've done, so the past two episodes, if I was coughing a lot, but either way, sorry about that. I've been kind of having a little bit of a cough since the past couple of days with me starting to teach classes and stuff again. You never realize until you go back how much you're talking, and also like at the not that you're yelling at the top of your lungs or anything, but you're definitely projecting your voice, how much that wears on your vocal cords, or and especially over the summer when I'm not talking quite as much or having to project like that, uh your vocal cords almost like, I mean, they're like any muscle, grow weak since they are carrying quote-unquote less weight. So there's always an adjustment period those first few days of class to kind of get your voice back. It'll be fine. But I remember doing this both times, both times at the beginning of each of the 3 years now that I've been teaching, where it just gets a little weak feeling and scratchy after those first couple days. Anyway, I spent a long time between recordings kind of just wrapping my mind around what had happened, and with Kotomine being a master of Lancer or Kukulane, and gosh, and like what he's been up to with the bodies and all. Oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting it. So very interesting to see the story take such a dark twist. Let's go on ahead and keep on going. We're now looking at the story through Saber's perspective. So we'll see how she reacts when she finds out that Shirou's in danger. When she awakes, there's no sign of Shirou. She makes her way to the living room, thinking he might be preparing a late lunch, but she finds no sign of either Shirou or lunch. He has gone out alone again. I've told him so many times now to bring me with him whenever he leaves. Why does Shirou not listen to me? Saber sits on the veranda, muttering to herself, because he went to a place that he thought was like the safe place. Honestly, I know he likes to walk around by himself, but is there any point in our cooperation if he simply keeps doing this? Saber lets her feet dangle over the veranda. Eventually, she grows tired of this, and she looks up pensively. The sky is an ashen gray. A heavy canopy of clouds slowly drifts overhead. She can see breaks in the cloud cover in the distance. It should clear up by nightfall. Also, I want to mention, it's funny that she's like mad about Shirou running off and doing his own thing. When I don't know, I can't remember how many interludes there have been, but the one that distinctly is in my mind, maybe the only other one, was when she went to go fight Assassin, and that was completely on her own without Shirou, and then Shirou having to go follow her. So it's like the roles have switched. He charged off, and she was the one left behind. It should clear up by nightfall. If the stars are visible, she will be able to read her fortune for tomorrow. She still remembers how to read the stars. Her mage mentor taught her long, long ago. That's kind of cool. I wish they had brought that up before. I feel like this would be something that would help influence her decisions. In life, she only looked there to see whether she was taking the right path. But tonight, just this once, she decides to try to predict a certain someone's future. If possible, she hopes for a bright tomorrow. She wants to predict any dangers that might lie ahead and learn what she needs to guide him in the proper direction. He's so reckless. How can she not worry about him? She won't sleep peacefully unless she can at least read the stars. But the problem is, which stars can he be seen from this town? Which stars can be seen from? Not his. As she thinks back, she realizes she's not once looked up at the sky before today. Oh, well, that would be why it hasn't influenced her decisions. Her priority has always been winning the Holy Grail War, not reading fortunes in the stars. She knows this isn't like her. Even so, she still considers trying to read the stars and anxiously waits for night to come. This represents quite a change of heart for her. Yeah, it does. She chuckles, thinking she's just like the girls in love she's read about in books before, as she looks up at the sky. So she admits she's in love. I just want to throw that out there. It's very subtle. It's there, though. Oh, hi, Rin. Oh, Saber. Do you know where Shirou is? Rin. Saber bolts upright. What? What is it? I have not surrendered myself to Shirou or anything. Oh. Okay. Don't be obvious about it. Saber gives a hasty excuse, blushing deeply. Oh, was I interrupting something? Rin smiles wickedly. Oh, now she's teasing even... Poor Saber. Perhaps it is because they have been living under the same roof, but Rin can read Saber like a book. Shirou too, for that matter. She has good instincts when it comes to other people's affairs, and she can tell there's something between the two of them. And so, she has a pretty clear idea of what happened the night before. You scandals. Well, I'll leave the teasing for later, but seriously, do you know where Shirou is? Ilya has a fever, so I thought he could help me. Ilyasville is not well? I thought her condition was stable. Not really. I didn't tell Shirou, but she's nearly at her limit. She won't go back to normal until the Holy Grail War ritual ends. Her capacity may be extraordinary, but she's on the brink of being completely full. Full of what? There's still some room left, so extra functions are still working right now, but once she's full, she might have no choice but to abandon the most unnecessary function, being human. You see, Ilyasvale is designed to break down as the Holy Grail War progresses. Is this some spell that her family put on her? Rin's words are ominous, and even a bit what? Okay, we're... Define computer. Look up. Off you skate. Sure, yeah, that. Render obscure, unclear, or unintelligible. Bewilder someone. The spelling change. Oh, okay. Right. Cool. Alright, so now we know. Rin's words are ominous and even a bit obfuscating. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Saber doesn't completely understand what she's talking about. Oh, it's fine. I said it so you would understand. Let's put the topic of Ilya outside for now. I want to talk about Lancer. I found out who his master is. Oh, Rin, no. How did you find out? What? You have learned who Lancer's master is. Yeah, well, I guess I found out. Or maybe more than I knew all along. Oh, she's been holding out. Lancer's master was an outside mage dispatched by the Mages Association. I already knew that, and I finally found their secret base earlier, but... Are you sure you know who Lancer's master is? Dispensed by Mages Association. Rin, you should avoid engaging in such dangerous activities alone. If you found their base, you should have told me. I was going to, but everything about it was weird. I figured there's nobody inside, so I went in, I found bloodstains and a severed left arm with no command spells. Did Kotomine steal Lancer? There was nothing else. The command spells were physically taken, and based on how much blood there was, I don't think anyone could have survived. Lancer's master is long dead. Okay. Who was he originally, like his master? Huh? Does that mean Lancer is gone as well? Perhaps he was defeated by another servant after Shirou was attacked 10 days ago. He's not. He's just under new management. I can only hope so, but the bloodstain seemed older. Do you understand what that means? Yeah, he's not had a master like the entire time, basically. that the master, not the servant, was defeated. And whoever it was took the master's command spells and formed a new contract with Lancer. However, Shirou and I are the only masters left, and yet Lancer is still around. Which means a mage who is not a master became one after, after stealing command spells. But do you think that's even possible, Saber? So I guess Kotomine is just motivated to try to get the Holy Grail again since he wasn't able to the last time around. Well, now I wonder what he's wishing for. That's so, like, important to him that he is doing a lot of immoral things. And even going against what he himself is supposed to be and, like, his role in all of this. No, the transfer of command spells can only be done between masters or servants, no matter how skilled a mage. One who is not a master cannot become one by stealing command spells. I see. Then one more question. Can you still be a master if you still have command spells and a servant even after the Holy Grail disappears? Oh, good question. If Kotomine was actually Gilgamesh's master, and like they still had their contract, still running after the fact. Yes, you are correct, Rin. As long as command spells and the servant remain, that mage remains the right to be a master, even after the Holy Grail War is over. Saber falls silent as she realizes what Rin is really asking. Then you believe the person who killed Lancer's master and formed a contract with Lancer is... That's right. I can't think of any other explanation. It explains Lancer's actions. Lancer seemed like he was in snooping on the other servants, right? Usually servants risk exposing their true identity when they fight, but he wasn't even trying to hide his identity. Who are they thinking is Lancer's current master? Because I don't know if Ren's immediate jump would be to go Kotomine, because I think she has such a deep trust for him. That means his main role was gathering intel. I agree. When I faced him, he made no attempt to fight until the end. He used this noble phantasm. A servant would typically do all in their power to defeat an opponent after exposing their own identity. Exactly. That means Lancer's master might have already had another servant. The master sends Lancer to find out the identities of their enemies, then sends out this other unidentified servant to fight them. That would be the best strategy. Well, I'm sure that wasn't Lancer's good idea of a good time. He's been forced to fight all 6 servants and figure out their fighting techniques, and then just retreat to his master. I mean, they're playing for the long game, not the short one. But he managed to hold his own against all 6? In that sense, he's outrageous. Again, he wasn't, like, hanging around long enough for them to really be like, hey, here's my noble phantasm, or anything. He probably would use his just to draw them out a little bit more, and then he would dip. Rin closes her mouth, lost in thought. As if following Rin, Saber suddenly feels a chill down her spine. Lancer's master has already been killed. This unidentified master uses a heroic spirit as strong as Lancer solely for espionage. Just as that master seems to have expected, the only remaining servants are Lancer and Saber, and New Archer, technically. Well, not in the Holy Grail War, but, like, he's around. If they face such a powerful enemy, then letting Shirou out on his own is dangerous, even during the day. It would be interesting. I don't think this will be what it is. No. Never mind, scratch that theory. Kotomine has already definitively said he is Lancer's master. I was gonna say maybe there's a weird thing of like, Kotomine is Gilgamesh's master, and somehow, even though he's a heroic spirit, Gilgamesh's Lancer's Master, but that's dispelled because, like I said, Kotomine directly claimed to be Lancer's Master to Shirou. If they face such a power, blah blah blah. Yep, I already read that. There are multiple enemies before, but now there are not many more enemies to defeat. There's in fact just one. If Shirou is the only one left to defeat, the enemy might not follow their earlier strategy. Rin, do you have any idea where Shirou may have gone? Now that she's had the thought, she can't stop worrying. Shirou cannot be left alone. Even now, her master may be in grave danger. I don't know. I asked you because I didn't know. It's possible he went to Kirei's place. He actually went there to discuss something the other day. To that church? Maybe Saber, when we first went up there, she felt like a dark presence there. Why the look? Do you have some kind of problem with that church? No, it is not that, but... that church is nothing but holy. Don't know about that one, after seeing what we've seen. Stagnant death and stagnant air linger in that place, on par with Rudo Temple. Oh, stagnant death. Oh, nothing but holy. You're saying, like, it is not holy. Okay, I misinterpreted what you're trying to say. The moment she thinks Shirou might be in a place like that alone... Ooh, an image of somewhere other than the Amiya house flashes through her mind. Okay, cool. She knows where to go. ... She stares into the distance, towards Kotomine's church on top of the hill. Let's get going. There you go. There's no time to delay. Saber leaps out into the yard and jumps onto the wall. Hey, Saber, what are you doing? I am heading to the church. I have to leave the rest to you, Rin. Without looking back at Rin, Saber jumps off the wall. She moves with all the speed of a bullet fired from a gun. Glad she just leaps into action fast. ... She neither slows nor stops on her way to her destination. If anyone caught sight of her, she would look like nothing more than a gust of wind, a streak of silver and blue. The instant she reaches the top of the hill and catches sight of the enemy's territory, Saber armors herself. And arms herself without a second thought. She decided to put on her armor once inside the church, but she couldn't help herself. The instant the church comes into view, her fury overtakes her and she is armed and armored without even truly thinking about it. Probably for the best that you're going on ahead and suiting up and not waiting to walk in the door, since they are trying to trap you right now. Her chest burns. This nausea she's been feeling isn't her own. The chill running down her spine is coming from her master. The hopeless scent of death reaches her nostrils. Why this is happening, she isn't sure. What she does know is that Shirou Amiya is on the verge of death. There's no time to waste. He's gravely injured and could die at any second. The pain and cold have morphed in an unbearable nausea that grips her whole body. And that is less than 1,000th of the pain Shirou feels. So, just because of how drastic the wound is to him right now and the desperation of the situation, it does make me... I think I said that one of the 2 episodes I recorded today, other than this one, I had... I'm theorizing that Shirou is going to die in this route. I wonder if this is the moment when he dies. I don't really have a hard reason why. It just feels like there's maybe been some subtle foreshadowing towards it. So I'll be curious to see if that actually comes to fruition. He's not going to make it. Even if she moves with godlike speed, he won't survive. Every second brings him closer to death, and she may arrive just in time to watch her master die. As soon as she imagines that scene, she feels all sense and reason flee her. All she can do is run to her master as fast as she can. If godlike speed will not bring her to him in time, then she must simply break even the laws of God. Odd. Okay. She struggles to control her anger as she glares at the church. Go inside! You don't gotta glare at the church, just run into it. The tightly shut the tightly shut church doors offer no obstacle to her, simply blown wide open with the force of her approach. Rows of pews fail to even slow her down. She smashes through the chapel, passes through the courtyard, and rushes down the stairs leading to the basement. This is so different an approach than what Shirou's was, where his was one of timidity, and she's just like, screw this, woo, and then just blazes through like Sonic. Behind her, the church is left in ruins. Saber is not usually so violent. For all she knows, she opened the door calmly. She may not even remember expending so much magical energy in her run enough through town. She simply could not control herself. So fast and out of control is she that she practically rolls down the stairs. Death closes in on all sides. When she finally sees what horrors the basement holds, her fury overwhelms her. Fury directed at herself and at the enemy responsible for this. Yo, sorry, but this is it for you, Saber. She doesn't even hear Lancer's voice as he bars her path. I figured that was Lancer. All hope of control or restraint is gone. However much she might try, she can no longer control her strength. Her lord is somewhere in the darkness, in the back room. He is lying there face down at the center of a room peopled by living corpses. I've never heard people used as a verb before. That's interesting. Like, I know exactly what it means by that, but that's an interesting use. A pool of blood spreads out beneath him, and the sounds of the frantic breathing echo all the way to the sanctuary. I love how this super tense, like, rescue scene is happening. I'm worried about, like, a verb usage. Gosh. And then other times when other things are going super serious too, I'm like, hee hee, giggles, jokey joke. Complete opposite of what I should be. He's alive. Relieved though she is, she shudders to think how long she left him alone. Shirou, I mean, to be fair, he walked off without you. Saber enters the back room, but a guard blocks her way. Holding his long spear behind him, the blue spearman meets Saber's gaze fearlessly. Yo! I said this is it for you, Saber. ... She doesn't hear him, so she doesn't stop. Hey, got some nerve ignoring me. I still can't believe the Irish accent I decided to give this guy. His ability to, or it was originally Australian, and then I just completely failed to, I don't know if any of you were here for those beginning parts, but when we first meet him in this whole thing, this whole series, I started trying to do an Australian accent, and it was just so bad. I just gave up and decided to go Scottish with it, because I at least knew I could do that. And then he turned out to be Cuckoo Lane, so it worked out. His ability to insult Saber while parrying her attack is frankly impressive. Lancer manages to block Saber's surprise attack with his spear, but he can do nothing about the sheer strength behind it, and retreats back to the nearby wall. There's nothing in Saber's way now. She doesn't have time to deal with Lancer. Her master is on the verge of death, and she has to save him. Serve him? Save him? Huh. Is the kid really that important? I mean, it's fine with me, but that means you really can't ignore me. Saber stops as she heads to the back. Okay. What do you mean, Lancer? Oh, nothing. I'm just saying that I was the one who stabbed him. Second time I've done it, actually. Thought I killed him last time, but he survived somehow. This time, I made sure to get him good. I went pokey, I used my gay bulg. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yes, I did. I used that gay bulg on him. You used gay bulg on Shirou. Oh, don't you worry. I avoided his heart. Curse is still there, though. I'm sure you even know about the curse on my spear. This is the spear of causality. That reverses cause and effect. Anyone afflicted by the curse needs to be real lucky, or they won't be able to change their fate. Spear of Causality. No, well, at least I personally didn't know about this quote-unquote curse. So, has Shirou had this curse this entire time then? In simpler terms, a wound from gay bull can't be cured. The cursed one can never recover and will have to bear their wounds until death, at least as long as the spear exists. At that moment, the air changes. A flicker of intelligence and reason lights in Saber's eyes. Well, then she just has to make the spear not exist then, right? And kill you. Very quickly. Oh, there you go. You get it now. Want to save the kid, right? Then you gotta settle things with me first. Lancer's bestial bloodlust drives him forward into Saber's reach. He's deadly serious. But are you mad, Lancer? Do you, a spearman, mean to fight me, a swordswoman, in so small a space? I do not believe you would do something so foolish. Well, I mean, the fight has to happen at some time. Leave, and I will let you live. Lay down your spear, and be gone from this place. I have no intention to take your head in a battle you certainly did not choose. You're bigger to the fool here. What kind of heroic spirit abandons their own partner? Excuse me. I didn't stab him so I could make a deal with you. Yeah, I mean, Saber, you gotta fight him to get Shirou to live. At least according to your enemy. You could be lying. I doubt he is, though. I'm here to fight you, Saber. He's not lying. Yeah, I just said so. Well, I said he wasn't lying about something else, but yeah, he's not lying. Lancer has no intention of letting either of them leave either. Not live. Probably living is part of why they wouldn't leave, but for him, this is the first and only battle where he can truly go all out. Lancer's wish is not for the Holy Grail. His wish is to fight a battle worthy of heroes. Such a simple wish, one any servant should always have granted, has been denied to him. Oh. Yeah, there would be a lot of pent-up frustration about that. So he has no intention of missing what may be his final chance. Even if the situation happens to be unfavorable. Very well then. I will cut your spear in half, and you along with it. Cool. Saber readies her invisible air and faces the Blue Knight. Well said. To be honest, I'm glad you were the last one left, Saber. Here we go, we're gonna fight, we're gonna stab, whoop, whoop, whoop. What was those sound effects? Why? Why am I so stupid? Lancer's spear pulses with light and apparently goes whoop, whoop, whoop. Saber confronts him without hesitation. The rematch begins with a desperate blow from both sides. I mean, with this being the last, what's it called? Servant. Why wouldn't she just go full out to begin with and completely unleash the noble phantasm? Hold on, what's going on here? Pulsey pulse pulse. It hurts. It hurts, it hurts. The sound of my ragged breathing fills my ears. My fever's so hot, it'd burn anyone who touched me. It feels like my brain is melting and oozing right out of my skull. Alright, since we did get through the interlude, I think I'm gonna end this here, and then we'll see how Shirou gets out of this, or Saber gets him out of this, but they're at least reunited somewhat, a room away, but that's still pretty good. Yeah, good place to end. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next episode, and I hope you're all doing well. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye!